Good evening, guys. So it's been a while since I have made a video. I'm just going to share what happened in the past 1 week and how you could, analyze the chart. But before that, let's go and check the post that I've given yesterday on 2nd of December. I've clearly mentioned all the levels, and you can search for this one, Nifty levels 3rd December. You can look into the profile and see. This will help you to reduce your FOMO trading. Majority of the people will be, uh, you know, um, will be having this FOMO trading problem. This is the reason why a normal person, 99% of the traders lose their money in Indian markets. They have less capital, but their hopes are high. They will go with huge lot size and they can't hold the trade. So, how to hold the trade even though you're on a bigger lot size? Though you have taken an order with nearly 50% of your capital. So this is how you can, uh, you know, be prepared for the next day's market. The opening may not be that important as a close and high and low when you're trading in the market. But an opening is very much, needed and necessary once when the market is open. It depends. The opening candle will tell you which side the market is heading. And the candle strength will determine is it going to sustain or not. So you can clearly see this is the trade that's given on the second. So you can see level one, perfectly resected the area. And I have clearly mentioned here, if there is a gap up and sustains above 17,491, no, on a 15-minute time frame, target will be 17,661. This one. Okay, that's somewhere around 120 point. So if there is a gap down, this is what it is. What happens? If there is a gap down, I have clearly mentioned that the green zone should be crossed, and this will be your target, 17,148. Though it hasn't reached that level because there's not enough time. I'm pretty much sure tomorrow when the market opens, it will take support here or it might break. That's another scenario there. So once this green zone is broken, if you had entered into the trade at 17,269 or else at 17,259, once you saw a little bit of a trace towards the breakdown, then you could have entered into the trade for a 43 to 50 point, move in 1 hour time frame. So this is the post. I have clearly mentioned everything. This doesn't mean that I'll be mentioning the same every day with the levels. We give levels in our Telegram channel. You can join our Telegram channel. You can see it in the description. So now let's go back and see what happened in Bank Nifty for the past 1 week. Let's change our time frame to weekly. I'm just going to show you on how to uh, prepare yourself or analysis or make an analysis on the basis of the price movement. So this is where the price is resecting. This is on weekly level. Now we'll come back to daily level. You can see there is a little bit of slack. So adjust it, adjust the slack. There you go. Now on a daily time frame, analyze it in this way. Okay. This is a daily time frame. You can anticipate that it didn't go that far. There you go. So now let's see on a 4 hour time frame. In a 4 hour time frame, you can still see the structure remained the same. Doesn't this look like a little bit of a wedge? Yes, it does. Now, on a 4-hour time frame, you will draw a trend line like this. You can cut the wicks, but not the body. Remember that. You can cut the wicks, but not the body. So now you can see that price just came up and retested this level. Now, even in a 4-hour time frame, you can see that this trend line is broken here and a retest is done a little bit lower. Right. So now we will go back to 1-hour time frame. What is 1-hour time frame? 1-hour time frame is clear. So now you have the structure of the market. You have the structure of the market. You can see that this area here, the consolidation area here, is acting as stronger support. Now, if tomorrow, if this structure, if this trend line is broken, what is that we're about to see? We might probably see this area here, 34,570, or this area here, this point, 34,400-ish. Okay, so we might see 34,000, 4,500, something like that. Okay, so this is how you will identify the structure of the market. The structure of the market. Now you have a clear picture. So if you want, you can draw other trend lines. It's not a big thing. You can see that this is this is another trend line which was supported for a couple of days, and later on it lost its strength. So anyway, that's the way you identify the market. Now we will go down to 15 minutes. What happened here? What can you see? You can clearly see that this area here looks like a triangle. Triangle can be seen. You can see that. What to do when you have a triangle? Though it's not a triangle, it looks like a triangle. Okay, keep that in mind. There you see. On a longer time frame, though it's not a triangle, it's a diagonal. You can say that it's a diagonal. Okay. So now in 15 minutes time frame, what happened previous day or the previous week? This is the area here which is acting as strong support. I have clearly mentioned that once. And now you can see, you can even take this level. Sorry, this level. That is the zone that it might work as support. This zone here. Okay, previous day, the whole up move that you were able to see on Thursday depended on this particular area. So at this point, there is a huge volume, definitely, who are buyers. So now we will have to see if this level is about to hold or not. So if this level is broken on Monday, we can see this as our target. This area here, this trend line will be our target. Though we will have a bit of resistance from this area, the support area, the another support area, we might see this as our target. So on contrary, what is an up move? Up move, you will definitely have this area as your resistance. As you can see that this area is being resected, is broken once, and again the price came down. So this area has less impact on the move, and this area, this particular trend line, will act as resistance. So analyzing a move is not that tough, but trying to analyze it, analyze every move. Okay, you're scared of the market. That's the reason you're doing FOMO trading. You think that the market is running away from you, and once when you enter, it's turning against you. So this sort of thing happens because you don't have an idea. So how do you need to analyze the market a day earlier. So as I said now, this is the area that might act as support. This is the trend line that's acting as a stronger support, and this is the resistance. Okay, the price is here. What happens if it opens at this area? This is the area that we are expecting market to open. Let's assume that this is the area. Okay, the market gap up. What happens if it opens here and this trend line like this one here? Okay, if this trend line is broken and a retest is done like this, then you need to look for a bullish candle here. Then you enter the market at this area, or you can enter once the market closes at previous swing high. Give me a second. So market opening here, breaking out, retesting, and then it might reverse at previous swing high, that is this one, or else once it breaks, there might be a small candle that's coming to retest the swing high and then moving up. Okay, the targets, I'll give the targets in the Telegram channel. So now what happens if this is not broken? Let's assume that market opened here and started to move up. You can see in the first 15 minutes candle itself that market will be coming up and then coming down. If once yesterday's low is broken, if this area is broken, then your target will be this one, probably between this area, from this trend line to, like this support area to this trend line. Okay, so that is one way of identifying the market movement for the next day. So all of a sudden there is a gap up, and strong gap up. There is a strong gap up, like market opened somewhere at this area. Okay, then what do? We will definitely see if this trend line is holding up. If this trend line holded the price up, and there is a bullish candle here, make sure that the first candle is crossed and then enter the trade. Simple as it is. So that's it for how to analyze for the next day's market. So we'll see you once again. And we're planning on everyday video from Monday. So I hope you guys will get one or two information or knowledge out of these videos. And do let me know in the comments, and join our Telegram channel. Thank you guys.